all three interventions indicate that digital money is making a difference. And the question is, how is this impacting the international monetary system? And I cannot think of a better person to answer this question than Agustin. So do you see already CBDCs issued by major countries as a factor to alter the international monetary system? And most importantly, are you concerned that this could lead to fragmentation? Are there risks we should be mindful of, and how do we deal with them? Agustin, what is your thinking? You have a front seat in this discussion.
Well, thank you very much, Kristalina, for having me in this very prestigious panel. It's always a pleasure to participate in all these seminars that the IMF very thoughtfully puts together. Definitely, I think CBDC and payments, cross-border payments, is a very relevant topic. And to answer your question, let me start by establishing a few important facts. First of all, CBDC will always be a national decision. It's a sovereign decision. It will be the third type of liability of a central bank, and therefore it will respond primarily to domestic circumstances. The fact that, for example, China, Sweden, the US, Mexico are at different stages in not in doing it, because with the exception of China, not much has been done in other countries, but in thinking about it, the different stages of the thought process just reflects the different circumstances that each country is facing and the different needs that they have. Now, in all our analysis on CBDC, in particular for the use of general use, we tend to establish the equivalence with cash. And there is a huge difference there. For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today. A key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability. And also, we will have the technology to enforce that. Those two issues are extremely important, and that makes a huge difference with respect to what cash is. Therefore, I think this lends itself to design carefully CBDC in such a way that they will not be a vehicle for fragmentation, for financial instability, and for spillovers. Therefore, I don't think that by themselves CBDC is a threat to the international monetary system. For example, in the issue of currency substitution, if an advanced economy issues a CBDC and somebody in a third country wants to use it, it will require the consent of the central bank of the residence of that person. Therefore, the degree of control will be far bigger. Now, this, I think it's good news, because I think that it really provides the ground for us to think on how can we use CBDC to really obtain these higher objectives of facilitating payments internationally. How are we going to make them to reduce costs, to enhance inclusion? How are we going to make this run smoothly? That is something that so far we haven't achieved. There are many efficiency gains that can be captured, and I think our concentration should be there. The threats to macro financial stability, I think, are limited. And if I understood well Shamsha, because the sound was not that good, she said that those aspects of macro financial instability are more a reflection of other issues. And I tend to agree with her. Thank you very much.